Quality furniture construction is easy to accomplish with quality tools. Woodpecker's 6-inch carpenter square is just such a tool. Woodpecker's 6-inch carpenter square is a perfectly machined combination 90 and 45 degree miter square, which features engraved inch-scale markings on the vertical leg and handles for a physical reference to the edge of the workpiece, to ensure that perfect 45 and 90 degree angle every time. Quality begins with the blade being machined from high-grade cast and ground aluminum tooling plate. By milling the blade from the single plate, both angles are held to a much higher degree of precision than what's possible from stamped or molded plastic tools. The solid aluminum handles are fastened to the body with high-strength socket screws. Separating the handles from the blade ensures that they can be recalibrated to the blade if knocked out of position. So if you're looking to up your speed and accuracy in the layout of your woodworking projects, then consider adding Woodpecker's 6-inch carpenter square to your woodworking toolbox. Like all Woodpecker brand woodworking tools, the 6-inch carpenter square is manufactured in our plant just outside of Cleveland, Ohio, in the USA.
The exclusive Infinity Tools Mini Mega Flush Trim router bits are engineered specifically to be a perfect match to your variable speed compact or trim router and eliminate concerns of chip out and tear out that plague other flush trim and pattern router bits. With a 1/4-inch shank, these bits are perfect for use in all routers and router tables. Each Mini Mega Flush Trim bit features 4 brazed C4 carbide tips arranged in a compression geometry that produce a superior finish compared to other flush trimming router bits. All 3 of the Mini Mega Flush Trim router bits have top and bottom bearings, so you can use them for flush trimming and pattern routing work. Both bearings can be removed if needed for specific tasks, cleaning, or replacement. Having dual bearings means you can flip your workpiece over when pattern routing to reverse grain direction without removing and repositioning your template. Available individually or in a 3-piece money-saving package, the Mini Mega Flush Trim router bits come in 3 different sizes: 1/2 by 1 inch, 5/8 by 7/8 of an inch, and 5/8 by 1 3/8 of an inch tall. You can choose the size that best suits your specific routing needs, from trimming delicate veneers to pattern routing stock up to a full 1 3/8 of an inch thick.
C.H. Hanson, we are proud to introduce another innovation in layout tools. The Pivot Square is a precision layout tool that makes it easier to accurately measure and mark any angle. Its unique pivot hinge allows you to make more precise measurements. The angle lock allows you to simply mark boards during repetitive layout. The Pivot Square has machined increments to ensure the precision of your measurements. High-quality spirit levels allow you to level in 3 planes. Let's show you how the Pivot Square works. You can use it like a common square to mark 90-degree angles. The pivot hinge allows you to select any angle while keeping the base guide solidly square to the edge for more precise measurements. The angle lock allows you to set the pivot square to any angle and lock it in. This ensures accurate marking and guarantees that you can repeat the angle for repetitive layout. What makes the Pivot Square indispensable for constructing roofs and stairways is the fact that you can use it to measure pitch or rise by simply placing the tool on a roof line and using the level as a guide to measure the angle and lock it in. The Pivot Square sets a new standard in precision for layout tools.
Most of us know that dust collection is important for our health and safety, but we often let it slide when we're working with handheld power tools. It's easy to see why. Every tool seems to have a different size or shape of dust port, and the ports rarely, if ever, fit your dust collection hose. Rockler has a solution to that problem: the Dust-Right Universal Small Port Hose Kit. This award-winning kit is all you need to bring dust collection to virtually any small power tool that has a dust port. The wide compatibility range is possible because of the kit's 2 innovative connecting ports. They have flexible rubber ends that stretch to fit a range of tool ports, forming a tight seal that doesn't require any jerry-rigging with duct tape or hose clamps. And because of the 2 sizes, you get both a 1-inch inside diameter port and a 1.5-inch inside diameter port. You have the ability to extend dust collection to the vast majority of handheld power tools on the market, from plunge routers and circular saws to handheld planers and power sanders. Designed for ease of use, both connecting ports are angled, providing hose clearance above the work surface, and both swivel to avoid twisting and allow unhindered movement. The 1.5-inch inside diameter hose is durable but light, and it expands from 3 to 15 feet. It also flexes easily so it won't fight you as you move around while working. The 2.25-inch outside diameter vacuum port swivels for easy mobility and fits standard shop vacuums as well as other Dust-Right accessories such as the dust separator and cord and hose holder. And both connecting ports and the vacuum port reverse thread onto the hose, offering a naturally airtight fit and eliminating the need for hose clamps. Add it all up and you can see why Wood Magazine named the Universal Small Port Hose
Edge sanding. Dremel offers a wide variety of attachments and accessories to help you undertake just about any sanding project. In this demonstration, we'll be using the Dremel 4000 tool, the sanding and grinding guide model A576, and a 1/4-inch sanding band number 407. Whether you're looking for an even 90-degree edge or a consistent 45-degree bevel, the sanding and grinding guide is a great attachment for ensuring a consistently and smoothly sanded edge. This project can also be completed using any Dremel variable or 2-speed rotary tool that works with all attachments. When using the sanding and grinding guide, always secure either your workpiece or the tool and guide. The Dremel multi-vise is great for this. When cleaning up an edge that is perpendicular to the surface of your workpiece, keep the top of the guide flush against the workpiece's surface. Keep your movement slow and steady while going over your piece. Repeat the process until you're satisfied with the edge's smoothness. The sanding and grinding guide can be used for both flat and beveled edges. For a 45-degree bevel, rest the face of the sanding grinding guide stamped with the Dremel logo on the surface of your workpiece. Here are some additional thoughts on edge sanding. Sanding bands are available in 1/4-inch and 1/2-inch sizes, and are available in 3 grits, 60, 120, and 240. The platform's orientation to the tool can be flipped. The guide can also be adjusted from 0 to 3/4 of an inch depending on your desired depth.